everybody, Julie Lancaster here of Lancaster Consulting, and I'm here with you in the perpetual summer of Phoenix, Arizona. The reason that's timely is because right now it's back to school time, if you will, and in September and January are very typical times that people do goal setting, recalibration. As you can imagine, those are kind of natural time differences in our society. And so we're talking about strategic planning and goal setting today. I have 5 tenets for you, and I would encourage you to, in between each of the tenets, to stop, reflect, even maybe take a week and then come back. So here we go. The very first thing that I want to encourage you to do is take a look at your entire life before going for strategies and the specific outcomes that you want. Take a look at your life, divided into 4 categories: your career, your relationships, your health, which we're going to call the physical health, like sleep, exercise, nutrition, that kind of thing, and then yourself, which we're going to call the internal side, which is spirituality, personal growth, leisure. So divide your life up into a pie. Where do you spend the majority of your energy? For some of you, it's going to be a no-brainer. You're going to say, I spend so much of my energy in my career. I'm going to ask you to draw 2 different states. One, current state, and secondly, future, what you want it to look like moving forward. Remember, no strategies are necessary right now. That's the first step. Now, the second step is I'm going to ask you to pick one of these areas where you want to focus. What they say in terms of goal setting is a best practice is to be specific, like one goal, right? Not all these different goals. Imagine, you've heard the different analogies. We don't want to do the throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. We don't want to fire buckshot with this with the scattering of initiatives and see where we make headway. We want to get strategic. So you might say, okay, I want to work on my career, or I want to work on myself. Now the second step is really broadening. I want you to dream big, regardless of constraints. What would you like to set as goals? What would you like to have happen in your life? Remember to slow down here. Take a week, take 2 weeks. What do you want to see happen in your life? Again, regardless of any obstacles like money or time or whatever it may be. What I can tell you is so consistently in my coaching practice, what I see after clients have done this is they will come back the following week and they'll say, Julie, you'll never guess what happened. Listen to this opportunity that presented itself. And I can tell you so consistently that happens because we can see what we're looking for. Yogi Berra has a great quote that's, if you don't know where you're headed, you'll end up somewhere else. Now, only after you've taken ample time there, we go to section number 3. Now, this tenet is about getting strategic. Here is where we want to have a laser focus and we want to map out a plan. They say the difference between goals and objectives are that goals are big picture, whereas objectives are the tactics, the concrete steps to get you there. So we're going to map that out using the SMART goals strategy. And if that's new to you, that's an acronym for specific, that's the S. Then M, measurable. We can't measure or manage something if we don't know what we're going for. The third is it's achievable or attainable. The R is it's either realistic or results oriented. I tend to like the results oriented one. And the last one is that it's time bound. So once you can start mapping that out, you're going to have a specific plan of how to get where you want to go. And I'd encourage you to break these into the prioritize in terms of 1 week, some semblance of your month, so maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or just a month, and then quarterly, meaning every 3 months. From there, the next step, the 4th part, is to get a mentor. And what I mean by that is you want to learn through the wisdom of experience of others, people who do that thing well. So of course we have the resource of looking online, but I also encourage you to find real people that you can communicate with and ask specific questions. One time I had somebody ask me, so I'd like to start hosting some retreats. Which are the best months for getting the highest engagement or enrollment. Let's say time management is an issue, that's one of your goals, and you ask somebody, how do you spend the first hour of your day if they do excellent time management? The other benefit for finding a mentor is that you are telling somebody about your goal. We know that a really important tenet for for a goal setting is that we say it out loud to somebody else. So then our last part, and this is going to sound natural to you, is that we want to stay nimble and adapt and recalibrate. We might recognize, oh, we're going in a certain direction, and we want to recognize when we need to quit and put efforts in another direction within heading toward your specific goal. So I wish you all the best. This is in the effort for you to live your best life with lots of intention. If you'd like to learn more, please head on over to lancasterleadership.com. Thanks so much.